Hey, welcome back, Oddie's Airsoft, and today we're in a different location. We're coming from BrayAirsoft, which is part of the N11 Outdoor Store, and it's in South County, Dublin. It's actually very, very close to Bray. And the reason why I'm coming from here in store is because I wanted to kind of give you a feel for the shop, because this is a complete Aladdin's cave of absolute great gear for if you're an outdoor enthusiast, whether you be a hunter, fisherman, shooter or airsofter. They have something for absolutely everyone in here. Now, the reason why we're here today is we're looking at a couple of parts that sort of add-ons to your AEG that might be of interest. Now, what we have here, this is a CQB gun from APS. It's the ASR 106. Now, it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but we're not really here to look at the gun itself, although it probably would make for an interesting review down the line. What we're here to look at are the mounts that we've put on it. Now, up to this point, we've been looking at a number of different lights, lasers and sights, all coming from that Chinese clone background, whether, you know, and most of them have been fairly good, but do you know what? Because they're Chinese and they're cloned, and obviously the manufacturing of them is never going to be to a high standard. There's always been a couple of issues with maybe ghosting of optics, or, you know, things not really working that well or failing down the line. The great thing about a store like this is because they have so many knickknacks and they have so many crossover parts of, you know, their sports, whether it be hunting, fishing, shooting, as I said. Now and again they come across items that can actually be brought into the airsoft world, and that's what they've done with these three items. What we're looking at are three items. We've got a red laser here, we have a torch, and we have a red dot quick acquisition sight. These are made by a company called Hawke. Now, Hawke aren't a sort of cheap Chinese clone jobby. These are made for real steel hunting with firearms, so they have to be made to a much higher tolerance so that they don't have any of the problems that you would encounter if you were to, say, put on a Chinese clone airsoft device onto a real steel firearm. They wouldn't last 2 seconds. These are designed to take the vibrations and impact and all the other bits and pieces of actually shooting a real steel piece, and therefore, you know, manufacturing wise, they're streets ahead of anything that we've looked at to date. Now, as I said, what we're looking at today is we've got a little laser here and a torch, and as I said, the scope on top. But the torch and the red laser, they're tiny, they're real small, they're, you know, they don't get in the way. They have a number of different mounts. They have the one that goes on the Picatinny just here, and they also have another scope mount that you could actually put it on top of the scope itself. To be honest with you, I don't think that's really applicable. That's more for hunting. I don't think it's applicable to airsoft. I think the Picatinny ones are perfect. Now, the attachment system is a little bit different to what we're used to. We're used to having a quick release system that you just unscrew a bolt and off it comes. With these, it's a fixed system. You have to use an Allen key, and once they're on, they stay in place until you take them off again with the Allen key. The red laser has two different ways of switching it on. It has a push button system like so, if you wanted to use the back plate with a push button, or it can be used with the pressure pad system. And the pressure pad system can come down and go onto your hand grip there, and it can be velcroed into place. You can actually put it anywhere you want, wherever you feel comfortable to set it off. The red laser, as I said, is brilliant little laser system, very accurate. You can adjust it to bead it in if you need to sort of make sure that you're getting your target acquisition perfect. Good length. It will go, I tested this and I reckon it was going at least 40-50 meters. At that range, it is beginning to lose its, you know, power, and it's hard to pick up. But if you're using this indoors at night, or and let's face it, these items are designed for CQB. Indoors, these are going to be perfect, and for close quarter stuff, no, nothing's going to sort of better them. This retails around, the laser now itself retails around €55. It's the most expensive piece on view today. Moving around, we have the torch, and the torch comes with the same sort of deal. It has a back plate that can be swapped out for a pressure pad like the laser, or it can have the button. It's a very small torch, very compact. Great for indoor work, especially if you're sort of in very dark areas. Because it's such a small torch, because it's a small battery, the lumens are not going to be huge on this, but you know what, it'll give you ample illumination of your target area while you're playing. And that's €35 with pressure pad, and as I said, it's designed for real steel shooters, so the quality of it is superb. The quick acquisition red dot sight here has zero ghosting, and the optics on it are superb. Now it's designed not to actually sight down with one eye closed, it's actually designed to have both eyes open, coming up, and then you'll pick up the red dot with this eye, and the way you look is as it picks it up on this eye, you'll just see a red dot on your target. It can be adjusted fully so you can bead it in prior to playing, and as I said, it has a little red dot which can be turned up in brightness or down depending on the environment that you're playing in. Superb little piece. That's retailing at €50. By the time you've got one of these items shipped from abroad, it probably come to a little bit more than what you're paying for here. And as I said, these aren't, you know, cheap knockoff clones. These are the real items, they're the real deal, and therefore put them in a different league altogether. So that's a quick look at a number of items from BrayAirsoft.com. Check them out on their website, and you know, to be honest with you, if you're looking for something to trick out on AEG, especially for close quarter combat stuff, I have to say these actually make the gun look rather Gucci. So check them out, check out their site, and we'll talk real soon with some more reviews from BrayAirsoft. See you soon.